In Persia Jesus' work was done and he resumed his journey towards his native land. The Persian sage went with him to the Euphrates, then with a pledge that they would meet again in Egypt land the masters said, "Farewell." And Caspar went his way unto his home beside the Caspian Sea, and Jesus soon was in Chaldea, cradle land of Israel. In Ur, where Abraham was born, he tarried for a time, and when he told the people who he was, and why he came, they came from near and far to speak to him. He said to them, "We all are kin. 2,000 years and more ago, our father Abraham lived here in Ur, and then he worshipped God the One, and taught the people in these sacred groves. And he was greatly blessed, becoming father of the mighty hosts of Israel. Although so many years have passed since Abraham and Sarah walked these ways, a remnant of their kindred still abides in Ur. And in their hearts the God of Abraham is still adored, and faith and justice are the rocks on which they build. Behold this land. It is no more the fruitful land that Abraham loved so well, the rains come not as in the former times, the vine is not productive now, and withered are the figs. But this shall not forever be, the time will come when all your deserts will rejoice, when flowers will bloom, when all your vines will bend their heads with luscious fruit, your shepherds will again be glad." And Jesus preached to them the gospel of goodwill and peace on earth. He told them of the brotherhood of life, and of the inborn powers of man, and of the kingdom of the soul. And as he spoke, Ashbina, greatest sage of all Assyria, stood before his face. The people knew the sage, for he had often taught them in their sacred halls and groves, and they rejoiced to see his face. Ashbina said, "My children of Chaldea, hear. Behold, for you are greatly blessed today, because a prophet of the living God has come to you. Take heed to what this master says, for he gives forth the words that God has given him." And Jesus and the sage went through the towns and cities of Chaldea and of the lands between the Tigris and the Euphrates, and Jesus healed a multitude of people who were sick,